Oh my God, y'all can't hear me. Y'all can't hear me. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? This is for the members, strictly for the members. If the mic is on, BRYCE win Nicolandria Island. How do we feel about our top client, Trinity and booty fingering Bryce winning Nicolandria Island? How do we feel? How do we feel? I'm gonna tell you how I feel after I take this. Okay, I found this down to the Amazon and I'm gonna try it. Have y'all ever tried this? Oreo Delight iced coffee? That's what I'm gonna drink this morning. I got me a little cup of ice. But tell me how y'all feel. Where y'all watching this from? Let's get into it. Let's get to it.
Big old flex, VVS. I just turn the water on. Big old flex, shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls. Keeping on my truck, look like BRYCE.
Cheers. Cheers to Trinity and Zach's boyfriend winning Nicolandria Island. Cheers. Let me go ahead and try this Oreo iced coffee. Hold on. Oh, not bad. Okay, Toronto, Detroit. I didn't watch, neither did I. Neither did I, bitch. All I saw was the clips, and that's all I'm gonna talk about. I did not care to watch. And to be honest, I was still in transit. I spent over 12 hours yesterday trying to get back home from Dominica to Atlanta. So Chicago in the house. Cheers to a Haitian founded city. Jersey City, cheers. Tampa, Miramar. Okay.
You'll need to unlock it.
Orlando, New Orleans, Calgary, Bangkok, Thailand. What you doing at Oscar? What you doing down at Bangkok, Thailand, child? London, beans and toast country. Cheers. Miami-Dade County in the building, 305 till I die. Wisconsin, New York, New Orleans, Dade motherfucking County, sister. I'm happy that you guys are here. I'm happy that this season is over. This season was trash. The online discourse was trash. Production trash. It's clear, like remember last year when we were talking about this, I said something and you know what? I was wrong. I kind of was wrong. What's up, Staten Island? Thank you so much for super chat. I said that worst season ever. Worst season. It really was, Nina. Worst season ever. I said, but I kind of was wrong. I said that production would never allow another Nicolandria to happen unless it was a Nicolandria that they could profit from. So I was wrong about saying that they wouldn't let it happen again, but I was right about them wanting to be able to profit off of it. And literally, like, this is what we saw. We just saw a whole lot of reheating of Nicolandria's nachos, especially in the last couple episodes. Shit, you said it before I could. Thank you so much for your super chat. This was a scheme the Love Island producers set up to recreate Nicolandria, and sadly, this will be the biggest flop that will lead to a Netflix documentary. Oh, I can't wait for the Netflix documentary. Please call me up, Netflix. Please call me up, Netflix. Yeah, it was definitely it just was so blatant. I think that's the thing. We've said this before, at least with Nicolandria, it felt somewhat organic because the audience was kind of saying, hey, let's put these two together, right? But like the audience was rooting for them. But blatantly in this season, we saw a lot of Make-A-Wish action going on. And it was clear that there was an agenda set up. And unfortunately, this was all set up at the expense of KC, which I think is just very weird. But anyway, let's talk about this episode. This finale episode. Didn't watch it. Watched a couple clips. And that's really all I needed. I didn't really need to see this shit. I haven't watched the show since KC and TT left. And even then, I didn't watch the show. I didn't watch the full episode. Bryce and Trinity. I have said from the beginning, Trinity's my favorite. Even though the last couple of episodes, I feel like she was clicking down a bit. I've said from the beginning, Trinity is my favorite. Trinity is my favorite. Okay, listen, a girl who can go online, a girl who can go on international television, because Peacock is not, even though you can't watch Peacock when you're in other countries, because I can't watch Peacock when I'm in the Caribbean. But this show is an international hit. People all over the globe are watching this. A girl who can go on an international hit show and let the world know that she was sucking dick in her mama SUV while her mama was driving during daylight saving time, that's a strong bitch, okay? That's a bitch who ain't scared of nothing, okay? That's a fearless bitch. Fearless bitch, okay? And as a fellow fearless bitch, I'm gonna root for the fearless bitch, okay? And what I loved about Trinity too is that she's able to tell people what she really feels. She's able to tell people the truth. She's funny. She was fun. I loved that she came with 10 different wigs. She came with so many wigs that towards the end of the season, she was passing out wigs. Okay, she gave Anaya a wig. So I feel like she came very prepared. She came prepared to have fun, came prepared to find love or find whatever was destined for her. I always wanted Trinity to win this. So I'm very happy that she won. However, I hate that Bryce won. I really do. I hate that a man who was toggling between fingering Trinity and fingering Zach got to win because he had the winning ticket, a dark-skinned Black woman. Love Island has made it clear. The dark-skinned Black woman who's a fave is the winning ticket. And I like that, but I don't. And it's kind of like I have a love-hate relationship with that, because as someone who has been on record for almost a decade now, exposing how these dating shows treat Black women, I love to see the fact that a dark-skinned Black woman is winning again. I love that. I love that. But I hate the fact that this white man who truly wanted Kata, okay? This white man who nobody wanted, let's just keep it a buck. I think a lot of women, if you ask them, they'll be willing to admit it's really something hot about knowing that other women want your man. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Damn, somebody said I'm sick that Bryce won. Me too. I ain't gonna hold y'all. This little Oreo delight ain't bad. It just needs a little bit of caramel, but you know what? It doesn't come with caramel, so I would have to add that. Child, how many calories is it? 220 calories? Lord have mercy. Bryce truly wanted Kata. That's what he wanted, okay? Truly wanted Kata. He was trying to get in on that threesome, and she was like, "No, not tonight." And when he couldn't get to Kata, he went for Zach. When he couldn't get to Kata, he went for Zach. And from time to time, he would still try to go for Kata. Remember when he disturbed her when she was going for her grilled cheese? Remember Soul going on After Sun, and y'all dragged that poor lady for telling the truth, for saying, no, he approached her several other times than what y'all saw. And I am willing to bet my nipples that if Kata had given Bryce a chance, there is a very good chance Bryce and Trinity wouldn't be a thing. There's a very good chance of that. That is who he really wanted. Okay. But also showing Trinity videos of Bryce crying and Casa Moore. And it's like, was Bryce really crying for Trinity, or was Bryce crying at the fact that none of the girls really wanted him? The girls didn't want him. He said, they're not even laughing at my jokes. You know, when I tell Trinity this joke, she laughs. She laughs. I tell these bitches these jokes, they don't laugh. They don't laugh. Bryce was at the dock, like ready to jump because them bitches was not laughing at his dusty ass jokes that Trinity would laugh at. Right now, that's not me saying they don't have a connection, but even like when they're talking, what are they talking about? I love our connection. You do? Oh, I can see myself with you. You do? Oh, me too. I love you. Oh, me too. I love you too. This is a 30-year-old man. A 30-year-old man. Now, we are watching an edited show, so there's no telling what other conversations they may have had, but this is what they're presenting to us. You know, when I'm not next to you in the villa, I look for you. Oh, oh. One thing about Trinity, she go, oh, oh, I love you. Oh, me too. You can move in. Oh, I will. This is a 30-year-old man that just spent 6 weeks fingering this 22-year-old black woman. Like, okay. Congratulations. During Black Women's, what Black Women's Month is this? During Black Women's, it's my birthday month, Black Women's Month. Somebody said Trinity was on her way to that 100K period. She was on her way to that 100K period. But even with that, who got the 100K? Because I didn't watch it. Can y'all tell me who got the 100? I don't see no clip of the 100K being discussed. Who got it? Did she get it? Did she get to keep it? Did she decide to keep it all? Did she split it? Like, what the fuck is going on? What happened to the 100K? How we gonna do the 100K? They split it. They didn't discuss it. They didn't say both. So there was no option. They didn't do the split. So they just gave them each 50K. That's racist. I'm sorry. That's fucking racist. Y'all didn't do that to Amaya last season. No, that's fucking racist. Absolutely not. What? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. That is weird. They just said the couple want 100K. What? That's fucking weird, y'all. Y'all don't think that's racism? Y'all don't think that's racism? We don't give it to the white guy. He automatically no, let the black woman decide, since y'all been riding black women's coattails the entire fucking season because y'all wanted NICOLANDRIA so bad. Let the white woman decide. I'm sorry, not the white woman. Let the black woman decide. That's weird. I'm not. No. Hell nah. You know what, production? You're a knitter. Knitter activity.
He's a knitter.
Oh, hell no. Oh, that's racist. Y'all don't think that's racist? Period. Period. Anything other than Trinity getting the entire 100K is racism. And I stand by that. Where's Al Sharpton? Where's where's Ben Crump? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Jesse, unrelated, please give us Maps reaction. It's a guy on there that clubs nightly, showing up late for meetings, and they immediately said, give him a wife. It's diabolical. Thank you so much for super chat. I'm definitely thinking about it. I actually was going to take a little break after this. I ain't going to hold y'all. The thing is, if I do maps, like I'm not doing the things I used to do, which is like cutting clips no more. I'm not doing it. Like these dating shows don't deserve that type of work. These dating shows don't deserve that type of work from me. I'm so sorry. Like it takes hours to do that. Hours. And I'm just not going to do it. So let me know if y'all are okay with that, but it's going to be lives. It's going to be lives. I'm not putting in that type of work. I'm sorry. These dating shows don't deserve it. Hell to the no. What do you mean Trinity did not get the 100K and make the choice of whether she wants to split it with Bryce or not? Y'all think that's racism? That's racism. I'm sorry. Where's Al Sharpton? Where's Ben Crump? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. Okay, cool. Jesse, we're here for your commentary. We don't need them clips. Okay, cool. I'll probably you know what I'll probably do too? I'll probably clip and include them in the live. That's what I'll do. Or you know what too? Is it on Peacock? Oh, it'll be a little annoying, but I can play certain scenes. So that's what we'll do, child. But I'm not putting that. It would take me it takes at least 4 to 6 hours to edit that. I'm not doing that. Not for these crusty ass dating shows. I'm gonna save that energy for something else. Okay. Jesse, we don't need those clips. You on a birthday, period. It was my birthday, period. I had the best birthday, y'all. Okay. Going back to Bryce and Trinity. Also, what else did I want to say too? I saw a clip of Bryce and Zach fake kissing. I don't know. It's just like everybody keeps saying, for the first time in history, we have 4 Black women, Final 4. Y'all were spreading this TikTok saying that Melanie's dad is Black, that he's a dark-skinned Black man. Whole time, this is Milano's dad. This is Milano's dad. Hold on, let me pull up Melanie's dad. Hold on. Done. Man. You see that? Melanie's dad. I did think it was a beautiful speech that Trini gave too about, 4 Black women. Again, I've just never seen Melanie say that she's Black. I maybe I'm wrong. But listen, here's the thing. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Afro-Latina, Black Latinas, that in the recent years has become a phrase that a lot of Latinos who literally don't really identify as Black, they have taken that on because Black women champion that. Black women were championing that for actual Black Latinos. And so a lot of I Know Blacks saw that and they saw the benefits of that and they started to do the same. I don't know if you guys remember a couple years ago, out of nowhere, Evelyn Lozada. Oh yeah, I'm Afro-Latino. Out of nowhere, I'm Afro-Latino. Now you have people saying, oh, I'm Afro-Caribbean. Black women, I really wish Black women who specifically look like me would stop going out of your way to cloak non-Black women with Blackness that they do not claim. They get to benefit from Blackness in a way that you never will. And for that reason alone, I just would not do it. I just wouldn't. But That's my personal opinion. Thank you so much for super chat. Jesse, did you see Sincere's family calling Trinity's family ghetto and talking mess about her? I kind of saw somebody somewhere talking about that. Thank you for super chat. I have no comments on that because last year when I was talking about how a certain family was talking about Shelly, it was crickets. So as far as I'm concerned, family members getting online saying what they saying, that's not my fight. I don't give a damn. But yeah, I just feel like y'all are willing to give women who don't identify as Black a lot of benefits that you will never get to enjoy. So anyway, four women of color are so we deny Afro-Latinos their Blackness. I never said that. I never said I'm denying Afro-Latinos Blackness. That's not what I said. Maybe you can rewind and see what I actually said, but that's not what I said. I said there are those who don't claim Blackness. The chat keeps saying, I know Black, I know Black, I know Black. Why does the chat keep saying that? Because the chat is literally aware that there are Latinos who do not claim their Blackness. Literally. Yeah, damn, Jesse, people stay I know, damn, people stay putting words in your mouth, Jesse, all the time, all the time, all the time. You know, they said I said that KC should have hit Anaya. Literally. That's been all over the internet. That I said that KC should have hit Anaya. All right. Moving along. 4 women of color are finalists. And while I am very pleased that that is what took place here, I just have to keep it a buck. This was the dumbest batch. Like if this were a situation where it was like Serena, Janae, Shelly, Olandria, like if it was a situation like that, I would be gung-ho because it's like watching those women move in that villa, they didn't go out of their way to make bad decisions. I feel like with this batch of women, it almost feels as if they went out of their way to make bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. It was like the blind leading the blind. And so I'm like, congratulations. Yes, okay. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to champion that. And then also the fact that there were no Black men, that really sent a loud message. This literally sent so many messages, like whether it be colorism, whether it be racism, like a lot of isms were perpetuated this season that I feel very uncomfortable with. But I'm like, you know what? As somebody who likes to have like nuance, I try to think about like, okay, well, I may not like this, but here's what I do like about this season of Love Island, right? I think that Black women watching the show and Black women who were on the show this season made it clear that this is their show. This is for the girls. This is for the girls. What we say goes. There was a lot of misandry. There was a lot of pink pilling in ways that you never see on other dating shows. For instance, like we're going to watch y'all want me to watch Married at First Sight, right? When we watch Married at First Sight, when we watch Love is Blind, when we watch The Ultimatum, right? And we watch these shows and we see how Black women are always victims. Black women are always the ones being mistreated. But then we see this season of Love Island and we see actually we're going to, all the energy that usually goes to Black women, we're going to send it towards a Black man. I'm like, maybe this is like the get back. Maybe I'm reaching here. Maybe it's a get back. I'm sorry, hold on. Thank you so much for super chat, Morgan. The girls literally made a promise to each day one to call someone out for being delusional and just became delusional together. Yes. Yeah, somebody in the comments also said this is Misandry Island. It was. I feel like, oh my God, somebody said it's the village. It's the village. I feel like this was the get back. Like what I usually see happen on Love Island, on Love is Blind, Married at First Sight, Love After Lockup, on Love Island, that shit's not going. You, Black man, you're going to come here. We're going to call you a bitch. We're going to call you a bitch. We're going to call you a motherfucker. We're going to be colorist against you. We are going to shut you down. And if you don't bend the knee, you're out of here. And, I feel like this is the show where this can happen because you won't see it on other shows. You just won't. So maybe this is like the big get back. Maybe this is the get back, but I don't know. I just feel like the final four, it was 4 birds of chirping. Actually, let me not say Trinity because Trinity is not a bird. Yes, there were times for me when she clicked down, but she's far from a bird. It was 3 birds chirping. 3 birds chirping and 1 mother hen. Like 1 mother hen trying to steer y'all. Because one thing about Trinity, she's going to tell you, okay, keep being a dummy. But I was waiting for Trinity to have that conversation with Melanie. Hey, girl, you being dumb. She never did. It was, oh no, I'm Team Sincere. Give Sincere another try. So in those moments, yeah, it was kind of birds of chirping. It was kind of birds of chirping. Maybe it was 4 birds. But I feel like Love Island is the big Black misandry payback. What happens on Love is Blind, what happens on Married at First Sight, what happens on The Ultimatum, what happens on Love After Lockup, what happens on all these dating shows outside of Love Island where Black women are consistently embarrassed, mistreated, face racism, face colorism. Us as Black women, we are going to give it back to you. Black men, like we're gonna give it back to you. And it's like I'm like I don't know. The girls see an apology at the reunion. Thank you so much, Bayla. I'll be surprised if he gets it. Okay, y'all keep saying it was 4 birds. Okay. It was 4. LOL. I couldn't even enjoy this season because I didn't like any of the couples. That's another thing. I don't like any of these couples. Name me a couple, I don't like him. Name me a couple, I don't like them. I just don't. Okay, so we talked about Trinity. Sincere, Melanie. The fact that this is their first date. Given everything that Sincere took Milano through. How y'all think Melanie's gonna react to being called med school and girl Melanie? Y'all think I don't think she's gonna know where that came from. Milano went through so much at the hands of Pinocchio, the Puerto Rican Pinocchio. And given everything that this man did, and given the fact that your daddy flew 7,000 miles to put belt to your ass on international television, and you get to this date and let's play rock, paper, scissors. You're not bending to her will. Like, let me massage you. Let me treat you. Let me do this for you, given everything you've been through. Sincere learned nothing. Sincere ain't gonna fix shit. He not gonna fix nothing. And I see some people say, even me, sometimes I will say, we're watching a bunch of young people, But one thing you have to give KC, when he apologizes, he really means it. And you can see that he's hurt by how stupid and goofy he was. Sincere, the only sincere moment we've ever seen Sincere have this season is crying when KC left. Never shed a tear for Milano. Never. Did all that shit to Milano. Not one tear. Not one moment of, wow. Wow. Thanks so much for super chat. About child, English is my third language, child. What that mean? Repository? A lot can't take what they give, by the way. Oh, maybe reciprocity? Is that what you meant? Thank you so much for super chat. But you're right. Sincere is Satan walking amongst us. And the fact that Satan got to go and be the final four after all that abuse is crazy to me. I think a lot of people think abuse is just physical. Physical abuse, sometimes it takes a lot of steps before someone physically abuses you. That person has to test you over time. Sometimes it could be during a short period of time. Sometimes it could be a long period of time. But before that person puts hands on you, they have put you through a series of tests to see what boundaries they can push with you, what you'll allow, what they can get over on you with. Sincere got the laundry list of corrections from Milano, and he said, nah, ain't happening. Period. Production created gender wars this season. Dylan said that Trinity and Sincere, I'm going to play that. Matter of fact, let me play it now. Dylan said that Trinity and Sincere had a back and forth during movie night, but it wasn't shown. Sincere told Trinity, you haven't explored during movie night. Let me play that. Thank you so much for reminding me. I want to play this while I'm here. Hold on. I want to play that clip because when I saw this, I said, wow. The racism and colorism against KC was extreme. It was extreme. Hold on, let me find it. Here it is. Hold on, y'all. Also, remind me to tell y'all about the CeraVe. The way last live I was telling y'all about CeraVe and I was showing y'all CeraVe's post against KC. The way y'all went in there immediately and got them to delete that immediately. I said, look at us. Look at the Black Women Hive. You're welcome, KC. You're welcome. Hold on. Let me play this. I hope it plays.
Claim that Trinity hasn't even explored. So first of all, Trinity, you haven't even explored. Whoa, look at this. That comes from movie night when Sincere and Trinity were kind of going back and forth. And he was very heated of the moment. He stood up and he was like, Trinity, you haven't even explored. And it became a meme, and it's in the villa at least, and it's fucking hilarious. It wasn't aired? No.
That wasn't aired?
That was one of our favorite moments.
The Kinsey.
I don't understand. So literally in the movie night, like when they were beefing back and forth, he like yelled, Trinity, you haven't even explored. It's the best.
Let's play that again for those of y'all who didn't catch it.
Oh, explain that Trinity hasn't even explored. So first of all, Trinity, you haven't even explored. Whoa, look at this. That comes from movie night when Sincere and Trinity were kind of going back and forth. And he was very heated of the moment. He stood up and he was like, Trinity, you haven't even explored. And it became a meme, and it's in the villa at least, and it's fucking hilarious. It wasn't aired? No.
That wasn't aired?
That was one of our favorite moments. No, that's why they don't understand. So literally in the movie night, like when they were beefing back and forth,
Look at Kinsey.
He like yelled, Trinity, you haven't even explored. It's the best.
The fact that they didn't show that, but just showed KC standing up, and even in that, I've seen people say that KC stood up and got in Anaya's face. But when I tell you, that's why I can't go back and forth with niggas. I can't. But the fact that now we're finding out that Sincere also did, and remember when Sincere started talking, it wasn't no bitch. Yeah, Trinity said, oh, Sincere, shut the fuck up. Like she said that. But when he told them to pipe down, they all shut the fuck up. All of them be quiet and let Sincere talk. They all got quiet and let Sincere talk. So the treatment that they have for KC, shut the fuck up, bitch, this, they didn't do that to the Puerto Rican Pinocchio. And now we're finding out that he and Trinity were going at it, and that was never shown. Oh, Jesse Woo's a black man defender. And am. Yeah, and am. I go to sleep next to a motherfucker from North Carolina. I got two brothers, John and Jeremy. Absolutely. Black man defender till I die. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to hold a black man accountable like I always do. But in situations like this, you want to tell me that that's okay? That's okay for them to go out of their way to portray KC a certain way, but not do it to Sincere. Sincere, who was the most violent man in that villa, attacking Melanie's psychologically abusing this woman, emotionally abusing this woman all season long. And you don't show that. You don't show that. But then you show us, oh, Trinity, you have to explore. You show us clips like that, but you don't put it into context. Somebody said, no, I'm a black people defender. Absolutely. And I am a black people defender. And I am. It's not right. It's not right. It is unfair. It is unjust. It is racist. It is racist to do that. It is unfair. It is unjust. It is racist to do that. Imagine siding with an all-white production from Beans and Toast Country, the same people who killed Princess Diana, the people princess. Y'all are defending them when it comes to KC. Y'all got it, boo. I relate to Melanie. I've dated a Sincere type before. He's a pathological liar and will not change unless he wants to for himself. Stand up and run. Absolutely. Agreed. Sidebar, and thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Rekka. Sidebar, we need to start a petition to get TT's cousin on next season. Baby girl was too cute, and she's too cute for the show. She's too cute for the show. I do not want her on this. I would want to see TT's cousin on something else, maybe like a lifestyle type reality show, not this shit where not this dusty ass shit. Absolutely not. She's too cute, too beautiful. Thank you so much, Chanel, for the super chat. I'm seeing gender wars propaganda everywhere. I wonder if this is an accurate representation of Gen Z dating dynamics. I'm just now watching Love Island. Is it always like this? I'm so happy you brought this up because I was and thank you so much for super chat. I was going to ask that to the chat. Those of you guys who are Gen Z, let me know. I mean, there's some of you guys who are in your early 20s. You know, I'm y'all auntie. C'est ma tante Noumier. C'est ma tante Noumier. But let me tell you this, and take it from your auntie. Take it from Tati Jessie. Take it from Tati Jessie. If this is a depiction of where Gen Z is now when it comes to dating, it's going to get worse. Like it's going to get worse. Dating right now is already just a very unsafe activity. And I'm scared that it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Listen, I don't like defending no men. I really don't. I think men are crazy. Men are horrible. Men are the scum of the earth. But how I saw these women show up on the show, I fear that if that's how you guys are showing up, y'all are putting yourselves in even more danger. And men don't need your help to put you in danger, but I just fear that some of y'all are inviting the danger. And my heart goes out to y'all. It really does. Like this is unsafe. It's very unsafe. It's a lot of things I saw on this show that I would not recommend to y'all doing. Being honest, dating as a Gen Z Black woman with Black men is hell. I'm sorry to say that. No, I believe you. I believe you. But you know what though? Dating as a Gen Zer with men, period. Yes, Black men have their faults, but do you not see how many Black women are turning up dead when they go and they date white men or non-Black men? I think dating as a Black woman, period, as a Gen Zer is just unsafe. And it's unsafe for everyone, every woman, period. But I think just like, I think dating as a Black woman, period, is a very unsafe thing. It is a very unsafe sport. The world hates Black women. The world does really hate Black women. And there are a lot of times too when Black women will assist the world in hating Black women too. A lot of Black women are giving y'all really unsafe advice. A lot of Black women are, you know, I'm seeing stuff online where some of these Black women now, they're pimping y'all. They're showing y'all how to do things that you really shouldn't be doing. It's very unsafe. And then we're under this Trump administration where the law, like more than ever, Black women have less rights than Black women 2 generations ago. So it's a very unsafe place. It's a very unsafe place. And, you know, I wonder, just like the super chatter just said, I wonder if this is a real depiction of where you guys are. If it is, I'm so sorry. Get the gap. Get the gap, protect yourself, do what you gotta do. It's very unsafe for y'all. It's very unsafe for y'all. Actually, Trinity did call Melanie, but she probably felt like Melanie would do what she wanted. She didn't listen to her mom and sister. Oh, you mean Anaya? Wasn't it Anaya who told Melanie? Thank you so much for super chat. Young Miami said she never wants her child to be a city girl, but she wants y'all kids. Hello, wake it up. And I'm gonna tell you right now, any girl from Miami, because I was thinking about making a Woo Lady video because I see what's going on with Woo Lady. Let me tell you something right now. Miami girls are different. Take that from a Dade County girl. Miami girls coming online and schooling y'all on how to get niggas to trick up. What you see Miami girls doing is not for girls outside of Miami. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now. And I'm going to say the same thing for New York girls. Let the Miami girls do what Miami girls do. Let the New York girls do what the New York girls do. Let the Brooklyn queens do what the Brooklyn queens do. What y'all be seeing them do is not for everybody. I'm telling y'all, it is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. because I grew up in Miami, a lot of times too, it really when I'm watching these shows, so many different things frame my way of thinking. I'm a Haitian girl. I grew up in Miami. I spent years in New York. I had a Haitian bully for a mama. So I'm thinking of things, I've done reality television. I'm thinking of things way different than a lot of you. I'm going to tell y'all, whatever these Miami girls be telling y'all to do when they get online, let me show you how to trick a nigga. If you're not from Dade County, don't do it. Si c'est pas Miami shorty, don't do it. Pas fel. I'm telling you, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. When I moved to New York, I had to learn a lot from New York girls, and I never got it. I never got it. And to be honest, New York girls are why I have a platform. I never got it. I could never hang with the New York girls. Couldn't do it. And I'm a Miami-Dade County bitch. Couldn't do it. Couldn't move like how them girls move. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you are used to, sister. Sister, stick to the rivers and the lakes that you are used to. I'm telling you. If you don't ever learn, you don't ever take anything else I've ever told you. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you are used to, please. Please. If you're not from Miami, don't try that Miami girl shit. I'm telling y'all, you finna get axed, clipped. Miami girl games are for Miami girl games. Don't let Woo Lady get you fucked up. Okay? She's funny. She's entertaining. Her content comes across my timeline. I crack up. But baby, as a 305 girly, I'm telling you, don't let the Woo Ladies of the world get you caught the fuck up. I'm telling y'all, you can't do what Miami girls do if you're not from Miami. You can't do what Miami-Dade County girls do if you are not from Miami. You are not Young Miami. You're not Carisha. You're not JT. You're not Trina. You're not Jackie O. Okay? Let the California girls do what the California girls do. I'm telling you. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you... Don't go chasing waterfalls, ho. You will drown, bitch. Chase them waterfalls if you want to, bitch. You finna drown, ho. All right. What was I saying before I got, I have ADD, child. I have ADD. I have ADD. What else was I saying? But yeah. Going back to the final four, women of color, no black men. Let's talk about that for a second. Because another message I think that this season of Love is Blind. Another message that I think this season of Love Island sent out is that women of color will expect the bare minimum from men that are non-black. Black women, women of color, will accept the bare minimum from men who are not black. Argue with your mammy. Argue with yourself in the mirror. Don't argue with me. Don't argue with me. Not now one of the men in the final four made any grand gestures. Not one. Not one. Say what you want about KC. He made a grand gesture. Not now one of the non-black men who ended up in the final four made any grand gestures. Women of color, black women, the message that this sends is that y'all will tolerate and accept bare minimum from men as long as they are not black. Go look in the mirror and argue with yourself. Please don't argue with me. Pas bien discuter avec, okay? Yeah. some black men gave black women the bare minimum, and they got the coochie this season. They got the coochie this season. They got the boo-boon this season. Kada, King Kada, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Holyfield, Queen Vaughn. What a disappointment. What a disappointment. At a moment where this man should have been giving you a nut rag, he was talking to you about the next bitch who didn't even exist yet. Spent the entire season breadcrumbing you till the end. Till the end. I love you at night. Next morning, I didn't mean that. Even his sister, his ugly ass sister coming in. I think you love her. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. I think you're scared. No, I'm not. That worm-faced bitch from Beans and Toast Country played in your face the entire season to the end. To the end. We could date exclusively. I mean, I could see you as my girlfriend. I'm going to be his girlfriend. I'm going to be his girlfriend. You over here, you have all these high hopes, and he's letting you know, bitch, I ain't got no high hopes for you other than you possibly getting me a green card into this bitch. I ain't got nothing else for you. This man starved you. Starved you. Oh, you ain't getting no breakfast tomorrow morning. Oh, don't piss me off. Next morning comes. No breakfast. No breakfast. No sir. No toast. Imagine the Prince of Beans and Toast Country not giving you no toast for breakfast. Qu'est lever sans breakfast, sans déjeuner, pas gain déjeuner, ou pas fout manger jodi ya. Si c'est pour moi, ou pas fout manger jodi ya. My God. Milano, I don't even have to talk about how you accepted scraps. Cater, that motherfucking late Lanier date. Mes amis, wo, hey. Mes amis, gen koze, oui? Gen koze. Where's Cater Daddy? Where's Cater Daddy? We need fathers in the home. Cater, they took Cater and the Prince of Beans and Toast down to the motherfucking Lake Lanier for a date, bitch. Gave they ass a Fire Festival ass sandwich. Do y'all remember the Fire Festival sandwich? Let me show y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. Let me show y'all this Fire Festival ass sandwich that they had Cater and Zach chomping on down to Lake Lanier. Guys. They took Cater and Zach down to the Lake Lanier and said, here, Fire Festival sandwich. You got the ride to Lake Lanier that Zach and Cater took. Keep in mind, Cater got them two little, she got that one bundle that she made into some tracks and extensions for her to try to spread out to the best she can. And she fighting in that motherfucking swamp boat. You got alligators chomping down to the side of their motherfucking swamp boat. Did y'all see Cater's hair? Hey. Lo and behold, beholding lo, quiet as it's kept. That damn late Lanier date that they took Kata and Zach on was a representation of their motherfucking entire courtship. A late Lanier ass courtship. Very representative of this whatever situationship, exclusive but not exclusive, not girlfriend but girlfriend later on. This layaway ass relationship that Kata and Zach got. That late Lanier date represented the fuck out of that. They didn't even give my girl a public sub. Like, if she got her little chicken tender public sub, do y'all know about Publix Deli? The public sub, bitch, a chicken tender public sub with extra honey mustard or a little oil and vinegar on the top, bitch. Some pepper. They took Kata down to Lake Lanier. This season really showed how y'all will accept the bare minimum from non-black men. Trinity. Bryce was out here showing his dick to Zach before he showed it to you. You had to ask him, but he was willfully sword fighting with Zach. Fingering Zach in the ass. They fingered each other. Every time he turned around, say, giving us Brokeback Island. He got the cooch. Girl, we fucked. Did you? Somebody said they going to Publix for lunch. Period. Get your little chicken tender sub. Do it for me, sister. Do it for me. Get you a little Publix sub. You fuck Bryce after he fucks Zach. Like, it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And I know y'all gonna hate it, but what did Carl do for Anaya? Sorry, you could argue with somebody else, but yes, he was cutting apples into butterflies. That's nice. Okay, what else? What else? What else? Carl gets to come in and be Prince Charming immediately. Mind you, she didn't choose him. That was forced. And while I like that Anaya has Carl because Carl is a Cancer, I found out that Carl's a Cancer. So all that reassurance that she be needing, girl, you got the right one. Get you a Cancer, get you a Capricorn. Baby, them is the reassurance kings. I got a reassurance king at home, child. Sometimes I got to, baby, please, you didn't even see what the outfit looked like. You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're this. I'm like, baby, you didn't even see what I look like yet. Relax. All you saw was the edges. Relax, baby, relax. Okay. But one thing about it, Carl is gonna reassure you to death. He's a Cancer. Where Casey fell short because Casey is a 22-year-old looking for fun. God forbid you're a 23-year-old man looking for fun. Down to Diddy Island in Fiji. Anaya clearly is looking for a husband, a Cancer man, husband down. I'm good friends with Cam and Lauren. Cam is a Cancer man. Cancer, husband down. Cancers make great husbands. So I've told Lauren before, I'm like, Cameron got the other side to him. Let you even look at Lauren wrong, bitch. It's up. Cameron do not play about Lauren. You look at Lauren, it's up, bitch. Don't, please. Cancer men do not play about their girlfriends and their wives, please. Anaya, una borgresu. Thank you. Somebody said, I got a Cancer husband and love it. Please. Anaya, una borgresu. Anaya, una borgresu. You good, sister. It's like Allstate, bitch. You're good. You are in good hands, bitch. Good for you. Period. Cancer men as husbands? Period. Somebody said, let me put this in my notes. Absolutely. Cancer men as husbands? Absolutely. I hate that Anaya said to Carl something like, thank you for giving me the time of day. What was that about? Thank you so much for super chat, Jolie. You know what that was about? Anaya and KC have the same gripes. They just express it differently. For KC, it's the door. That nobody was at that motherfucking door when he was standing there with his best Easter suit, with his Sunday best on. Nobody was at his door. Anaya, it was the fact that she didn't get picked. You didn't pick me. You didn't pick me. You didn't pick me. And it wasn't because she really wanted KC. Even her mom asked her, why would you, your heart was with Carl. Why'd you go over here? And she's like, oh, but it was because of the time. It wasn't because she really wanted him. She just wanted to be picked. And so now you have Carl who picks her. But even that for me, it's like, while I feel like Anaya and Carl could really have a good connection. I really do. I think Anaya is looking for someone more mature. Carl definitely is mature. I can't wait to be down to that wedding reception. What y'all think we're going to eat down to the wedding reception? I cannot wait to get my num she need some coochie like. I can't wait to get my coochie like. Can't wait to get my coochie like on. I think that they're going to ride off into the sunset and have a good relationship. The problem for me is in the makeup of the show, this was forced. It just was forced. And Carl was able to come in and be this Prince Charming at the expense of KC. A lot of y'all need to thank KC for that. Because if KC didn't go off and find TT in Casa Amor, she wouldn't have lived out this fairy tale. Okay? A lot of y'all or a lot of viewers have written Anaya into this very like Tyler Perry style story where she was done extremely wrong by this black man. And suddenly this Asian man hops out of a cake and he's the fairy tale Prince Charming and he carries her. You know, it's just like, it's like a Tyler Perry movie. It's a Tyler Perry movie. But in the grand scheme of things, what has he done? Even when he told her it was always going to be you, who else was it going to be by that time of the game? Who else was it going to be? Who else was it going to be? Maybe one of y'all can tell me. Who else was it going to be? It wasn't going to be Kenzie. He didn't want no damn clam slam. And he wasn't about to be her DJ. It wasn't going to be her. Who else? It wasn't going to be Milano. Milano already had that brujeria. Milano had that brujeria. It wasn't going to be Milano. Some of y'all said he explored Amora. I did hear Amora say that he pulled her for chats. But I feel like Amora was, I don't know what Amora was. But I just feel like really in the grand scheme of things, who was it going to be? Like, who was it going to be? Let's just be honest. Like, the man got to see how the season played out. Remember, he's locked up in his room, alone in a room. He's seeing how things are played out. He was on a mission. He was sent there on a mission for Anaya. It's clear as day. So I'm not saying that he wouldn't choose Anaya. But what I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, who else was he going to go for? Like, who else? I just have to be realistic about that. And I have to be realistic about the fact that she did not choose him. She was told to choose him. America told her to choose him. Production told her to choose them. I'm not mad at the outcome. Her date was amazing. The date that Anaya and Trinity got, amazing. It's clear Anaya is production's favorite. Production wanted y'all to pick Carl Naya. They wanted that. And also, I was just like rummaging through the internet and I went on the white people's side of the internet. There are white women right now who see this, like literally who see Carl ended up with Anaya. But they're talking about Carl and they're saying, oh, he needs to be cast as the Bachelor, as if he didn't just find his princess. Carl, and I'm not wishing this, but if this doesn't work out, we're going to see Carl again. If this doesn't work out, don't be surprised if we see Carl again. And Carl will be able to be like, yeah, I wasn't. He just like KC, he brings up the fact, oh, remember when you didn't pick me? Remember when you didn't pick me? He does it in a more joking way, but it's the same thing. Same thing. So just keep that in mind. If this doesn't work out, don't be surprised if we see Carl on another dating show. Don't be surprised. Them white people love Carl. Them white people love Carl. Why? Somebody said, I want to see Carl on Love is Blind. Why? He just found Anaya. But you get that. I think Carl is being marketed as something else. Like it's just this perfect being, this Prince Charming. And I just feel like this is bigger than just giving Anaya her fairy tale. This is about Carl too. And I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up anywhere else. But anyway, I think that him and Anaya will have a really good relationship if she gives it a try for real. But even Carl, I just feel like it was what was it? Like, okay, they have this great romantic date, but that's not something that he did. The thing about a show like Love Island 2, it gets to put you in this false reality. A lot of these dating shows do that. They put you in this false reality. It's so romantic, right? It's so magical. It's all these different things. But what happens when the cameras go down? Does the magic last? Do we still experience this level of romance? Like, will that still happen? And I feel like it's a false sense of reality that a lot of times just does not last, but we'll see. Like, well, I won't see. I don't care. But they'll see. What else did I want to say? Yes, the Asian persuasion. I'm telling you, if you go on the white side of the internet, they see Carl with this black woman and they're still like, oh yeah, so anyway, the Bachelor. He would make a great Bachelor. He's with this black woman. He's in a relationship. He's with her. He chose her. Why are you rooting for him to be on the Bachelor? Somebody said I stopped giving opinions on this show because I'm an author and I saw the storytelling. It was clear, but it was so clear this season. It was so clear this season. So clear. Side note, somebody was like, damn, they done got Carl. Let me see if I can get, hold on. Have you seen the hateful racist comments under KC and TT's IG? Oh yeah, I've seen it. And a lot of the racism is coming from black folks. A lot of times when these contestants get racism, it's not just white folks or non-black folks being racist. They don't need permission to be racist, right? But a lot of times it's because they see how comfortable y'all are talking about them a certain way. So they see that as the green light to be racist. Thanks for the super chat. Orange Moon. There's a thing in media called the disposable black girlfriend, like a placeholder till a serious white partner comes along. Folks want that for Carl. I totally believe that. Not me. We're saying folks want that. I totally believe that. I'm telling you, if you go on white people's side of the internet, they are rooting for him to be the next Bachelor. And I'm like, why? 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 Why are you not rooting to see where things with him and Anaya end up? Why are you rooting for him to be the next Bachelor? He just won this girl. Even though they came in second, they want, like, Carnaya won this. Carnaya, I have an eerie feeling that Carnaya is going to be bigger than Trinity because maybe it's just a thing for me, but I don't like Bryce. I just don't. I don't like Bryce. I don't like Bryce. I don't. I'm not on the Bryce train at all. I feel like Bryce is gay. Bryce and Zach are gay. Period. Okay. Even Bryce's grandma was like, see, I love how Trini would tell Bryce, tell Zach, get the fuck out of my bed. What's all that booty fingering? Get the fuck out of my. Even his grandma was like, what's going on? But hey, like I said earlier, a black woman is a winning ticket. A black woman is a winning ticket. Okay. Did y'all see this video too of I said, Lord, they done got Carl, child. Lord.
What do you mean?
Sweet.
Lord.
POV, if life doesn't work outside the villa.
What do you mean? This is if life works. I'm here to get a 9 to 5.
So you just scan and then say anything else?
They got him. They got him, baby. Et puis, on mettait Carl dans mi-temps. Tant qu'on sandwich. They got him. Who else did I want to talk about? Let's talk about briefly Casey and TT. Didn't watch the entire episode of After Sun. I did see clips. Side note, Parmita, I think, is an 18-year-old girl stuck in a 27-year-old's body. The maturity is just not there. I like her, especially towards the end on the show, but the maturity is not there. And I do not see her and Corbin lasting. Although they give Miami down. They give Miami couple down. I can already see the spark in Corbin's eye is gone. When they were in that car ride and she's like, I've been with rappers. I've been with yacht owners. I've been with billionaires. And that don't faze you? No. Melanie. No. Fuck it, bro. No. He's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, are you slow, bitch? Are you fucking slow? I think the cat lady's kind of slow. Also, the fact that she was trying to get him to sleep with her, it's like, damn, like, and mind you, I expected our robot to smash already. The fact that he's the one with the restraint, ooh, girl, you gotta go. If Corbin is the mature one, you gotta go. You gotta go, bitch. You gotta go. Melanie, can I get a kiss? Can I get a kiss? When they were showing his family, can I get a kiss? Can I get a kiss? Am I the only one who, I feel like we talked about this before, but damn, what the fuck happened with Corbin and Melanie? Kenzie, which is why I will never like Kenzie. And I see so many of y'all, clam slam. I don't give a damn. Kenzie was very racist. Kenzie looked at Melanie as if a woman of color was the one who deserved to labor for love. She didn't feel that was her calling. There was a moment where the cat lady was calling out Kenzie for saying I love you when she didn't mean it. And I feel like people were like, damn, let it go. But no. I'm glad she called her out because Kenzie has a habit of saying things that she doesn't mean. Example, calling people my best friend, her best friend. No, she only does that when she's trying to use you. Remember, Jen said, I wouldn't be your best friend outside this villa. Shout out to Jen too. Did y'all see that photo shoot that Jen did with Gallbladder, with his ugly ass? Mind you, too, speaking of other men who were horrible this season, Gallbladder was fucking horrible. And I think because he was there for all of 5 minutes, people forget. But that conversation that he had with Jen where he gaslit, it was the gaslighting Olympics. I feel like if we saw more of Gallbladder, oh my God. But that photo shoot that Jen did where she threw the coffee in his face and helped him help him market his coffee business? Absolutely not. But she looked great. I was like, okay, so she is a model. Okay, I take everything I said back. That bitch can model. I take everything I said back. Jen goes down as one of my favorite people from this season, and she can definitely model. Them legs, the way she poses, she can fucking pose, bitch. That's a model. I take back everything I said. Okay. I take back everything I said. But anyway, what was that? Yeah. Kenzie, I think Kenzie is going to go down as probably the most successful Islander to come out of the season. Because Kenzie got a fan base on her now. Remember, she a white woman. That fan base is different. I think Kenzie is going to go on to be very successful. Very successful. And I think it's because, honestly, she just doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't give a fuck. It's all about her. And I think that it makes a lot of white women feel seen. Because that's how they show up too. They don't give a fuck about nobody else either. So I feel like it makes a lot of the maggots and the white women with blonde hair, even though she's not a blonde, I feel like she's going to be seen. It makes other white women feel seen. If somebody said, and she won't be successful as a nurse though, absolutely not, because she dumb as fuck. She got her same nurse. She going to the same nursing school that Cheyenne Bryant went for her degree, for her doctoral. What else happened with Corbin and Corbin GPC and that's about it. Corbin really didn't have much to say to Kenzie. You could tell he just don't fuck with Kenzie. I saw a lot of chatter about Casey and TT on AfterSun, and I was so confused. I was really confused because when I went to go see it, I had to see it on YouTube because I couldn't watch it in Dominica, but there was a channel that put it up, and I was like, oh, good, let me watch it. I was really confused by the reaction of them from AfterSun. Maybe somebody has to tell me in the chat, what did they say that was wrong? Oh, she's already, yes, I did see, it looks like Kenzie's gonna do Call Her Daddy. I'm telling you, Kenzie's gonna be the most successful one out of here. A lot of you guys who are watching me right now, you're Black, you probably not gonna care, you're probably not gonna pay attention, but she's gonna be very successful out of here. Very successful out of here. First off, the way people made a TikTok, people were making fake TikToks of TT saying like, and putting writings on her videos saying, yeah, you mad because I clocked your favorites. I clocked the core 4. It makes no sense for her to do that. Literally during her interview, she said that she left on very good terms with them. Later on, Teffy asked, she asked the entire cast, like, are they something to the effect of, do you see yourselves being friends with everybody post this experience? And Corbin said, for the most part, can't remember what the others said. I felt like Casey said yes, and TT said no. And Teffy was like, name them. And she's like, no, I don't understand why people automatically saw that as a shot at the core 4. Like, it's just weird. Like, y'all will make shit up. 2 episodes ago, or a couple episodes ago, when KC did the whole thing setting up the date for TT, didn't TT call out Zach for not talking to her? Y'all do know there were other people in this experience, right? Like, it wasn't just Milano, Trinity, Anaya, and Kada. There were other people. Do you want her to be fake? Like, shit, people from previous seasons, most of those friend groups split up. Like, you want her to be fake? Like, do y'all want people to be real? Bro, y'all be saying, I want to watch reality television. They give you the realness and then you hate them. Oh my God. Like, it's just weird. What else? I saw people saying that TT and Casey were playing the Black card. And I saw Black people saying this. Black people were telling TT and KC that they're playing the black card. 2026, mind you. 2026, mind you. In the midst of Nolan Wells, mind you. Same black people are online talking about justice for Nolan Wells, the only black guy in that friend group. They're watching the only black couple on this show talk about their black experience, and black people are like, oh, they're playing the black card. I'm telling you, when I tell you, hate to see it. Hate to see it. We've strayed so far away. We have. Hate to see it. Thank you. MAGA talking points, rhetoric. Thank you. And seeing black folks be MAGA against black folks. Oh, what a sight. What a sight. What a sight. We're going to act like this black couple didn't experience things that the other couples did not. They experienced things that the other couples did not. We're going to act like this didn't happen. We're going to act like this didn't happen. Like Sarah V didn't do this. Sarah V literally made TT into a man, made her bigger than KC, put KC in a dress. Literally put KC in a dress. Shout out to those of you guys who were on my last live, because I was showing it to y'all. That post went from having 120 comments to 600 comments by the time I was done with my live. And y'all got Sarah V to take it down. I know some other people going to try to take the credit for that, but no, it was my live and it was y'all that watched it and went into those comments and got them to take it down. Mind you, this is a brand that sponsored their performance on the show. Let me give you guys a little bit of insight. When you're going on reality television and you're signing contracts, there are non-disparagement clauses within your contract. And for those of you guys who don't understand what that is basically this company is telling you, hey, these are the terms of this contract. Part of the terms of your contract is to never disparage us, is to never speak in a way that we feel is disparaging. Sometimes they will outline what they feel is disparaging, but a lot of times too, as time goes by, if they see something that you say that they feel is disparaging, they might send you a warning. They might have somebody from their legal team email you. I say this as somebody who's been through it. I'm not talking speculation. I say it as somebody who was told VH1 was going to sue me because I was online saying, yeah, nah, this ain't it. This is what really happened. Okay. So KC and TT performing Ain't No Mountain High Enough under a Sarah V logo. Sarah V is making money from this sponsorship moment, from this advertising. Sarah V turns around and makes that post, putting Casey in a dress and making TT bigger. Mind you, Teffy, was it Teffy or Sierra who said, oh, TT, do you see that you're a meme now? They didn't talk about how people turned her into a monkey or how people put muscles on her. Mind you, part of the reason why people felt so comfortable to do that, misogynoir, but also seeing huge brands do it as well. There were other huge brands in that comment, in the post of under that post of KC and TT. Anyway, so usually when you sign up for a show like this, especially a show like Love Island, where almost every other episode is branded, is sponsored by a brand, you have non-disparagement clauses in your contract. The problem that I see in that, I'm not a lawyer, but a lot of times those clauses are usually in the favor of that brand or that entity or both, not in the favor of you as the contestant. And you as the contestant, most of the time, most of these people, they're kids, they're very young. They don't have no lawyers on retainer. They don't have attorneys in their family. So they don't really know their rights. They don't know that actually I can hold you accountable for disparaging me. What CeraVe did to KC and TT, that was disparaging. It was defamation. It was an invitation for them to be bullied online. And I would love to know if somebody who is in their corner, if an attorney, I would love to see an attorney break this down to see if they really had a case against this show and CeraVe. Because for that brand to do that, after you've used my likeness and my image will be used in perpetuity to brand you. But you took to your platform and you called TT a man and you called KC a woman. Jesse asked Simone Redwine, I will. Yep, I saw that too. Some people said Disney said some things. Yeah, it's like it's. An attorney on TikTok broke down the Love Island contracts, and it's gross. I don't even need to see that, but I'm pretty sure it's a good video. But what I'm saying is I don't even need to see the breakdown to tell you how disgusting it is. Because I had a disgusting contract, but I know my contract was nowhere near as disgusting as the Love Island contract, because the Love Island contract coincides with Love Island, the network, and also the brands. So there's no amount of money that these people are being paid that makes sense because of how much they're branded. Even when these people go on After Sun, there's a Cuervo, there's Jose Cuervo that they have to promote. You see their faces in a Jose Cuervo ad. Okay? Something that you should not be getting any less, considering the amount of money that these brands are making. These contestants should not be making anything less than $30,000 per episode, but they're not getting anywhere near that. They're not getting anything anywhere near that. They're just not. They're not. This is a predatory ass show. Reality television, period, is predatory in that sense. And what makes it bad too is, think about it. So you do Love Island, you don't get any residuals. You don't get any residual checks, right? And as a contestant, you only get to do it for one season. So it's not even a thing where you can build a relationship with the network and get more money the next season. Some of you who watch my Real Housewives of Atlanta takes, right? Recently, Drew's salary was exposed, right? Drew's salary was exposed. Her salary, it took her 5 seasons to get that salary. And even that the salary that she's getting is like, that's your salary? So think about it from a point of these kids who do one season, and they literally are the faces of all these brands that are making millions. These brands get to post them online, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. They get to make commercial. Like it's insane. The amount of money is insane that they don't get. And now someone like KC, who was edited in a way that had brands calling him a villain, a Disney villain, had people online calling him an essayer. He's been defamed. And so when is he ever going to be able to make a fraction of what these brands made off of him? When is he going to be able to make a fraction of what this network made off of him? I would be very interested to see legally what his options are, him and TT. I'll be very interested in that. But yeah, going back to what they said on After Sun, I really saw nothing wrong. Some people were saying that he was wrong for saying that Anaya is fragile and that Anaya was draining. Anaya's own mother came on there and was like, stop all that crying shit. Anaya's own mother came on the show and said, what's up with all that crying shit that you're doing? That is his perspective. And again, I just wish it's like, okay, so this is why I don't want KC to do any interviews. I really don't. I don't want him to do any interviews. I don't, because it doesn't matter what he says. It will be turned against him. I saw some people saying, oh, why does he keep talking about being a CNA? He only mentioned it one time. You can't win, bro. You can't win. And here's the thing. He said he was reassuring her all the time and it got draining. Has she not said that Casey was reassuring her at the recoupling, when she thought they were going to recouple? She said, I want to recouple with this guy because he reassures me every day. He reassures me. She said it. Did we ever see him get reassured? I'm just saying. And now she has a man who's going to reassure her. What he couldn't do for her, he couldn't show up for her how she needed him to. Now she has that with Carl. Casey's not looking for a wife. Casey's looking for a goofy ass time. He's looking for fun. Like, he's looking for fun. He's not looking for a wife. She was looking for a mature connection that can lead to a husband. She says, Carl is so husband coded. She's in good hands, like Allstate. But I feel like, no, I don't want to interview anybody, child. I do not care. I don't want to interview anybody. I don't know. I just like dictating to somebody how they feel about something they actually experience, like dictating to someone, this is how you should speak about something you experience. I don't know. Do y'all want people to be honest or not? My only thing with him is, and he even went on to say this, he said he held a lot of resentment because he didn't make his decisions on his own. And I feel like going forward, if he does do any interviews, he needs to focus on that. Stop bringing her up. Focus on the fact that you were not direct. Yes, you told the truth. Yes, you were honest about wanting to explore, but you were not direct because you were too busy reassuring her and trying to handle her a certain way instead of just being direct and saying, hey, girl, listen, this is the experience. I'm going to go explore. If we're meant for each other, we're going to get back with each other. That's it. You were not direct. Period. If you're not going to focus on that, they're going to chew your ass up. But even that, if he says that in his interviews, he's still going to get chewed up. When you go to his comment section and TT's comment section, it's like, you would have thought that KC was around here putting people in ice camps. You would have thought KC was putting people in ice camps and sending them to countries that they don't even belong to. Like, oh my God. And what really annoyed me too was watching Sierra and Teffy speak all this encouragement into him when just last weekend when Caleb was trying to speak positively about him, y'all shot Caleb down and y'all did that in response to Anaya fans beating y'all ass because the week prior you were Team Casey. It's just all weird to me. It's just all weird. It's just all weird to me. It's like, what? So he can't tell his experience. You say you want men to share their feelings, to be open, and then when they do, you do this. Again, I feel like Love Island is the big misandry payback. It's the big payback. It's the big pink pill payback. And I wonder if that in the long run is going to be a good thing because, again, we do see things on the show that we usually don't see on other shows. Now on this show, this is Black women's opportunity to get their get back, to do the things that they don't get to do on other shows. You the victim now, bitch. We ain't. Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much for Super Chat. This was a rage bait season. It really was. I'm going to say something I've said before. If you are a Black man, especially a dark-skinned Black man, and you want to do Love Island, for me, Love Island is to Black men, especially dark-skinned Black men, what Love is Blind and what Married at First Sight is to Black women. Okay? Love Island is to Black men what Love is Blind and Married at First Sight is to Black women. You're going to come on this show. You're going to get called a bitch. You're going to call all the things. And if you want to win, when you get called a bitch, you have to, yes, I'm a bitch. Can you just tell me why I'm a bitch? Okay, yes. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, yes, yes. That is it. That is it. If you're not willing to be a punching bag on Love Island as a Black man, you are not going to win. You're not going to win. And truth be told, that is KC's biggest sin, was that he was not a punching bag enough. He became one, but he wasn't that enough. KC was never going to, things were never going to end well with KC unless he just put up with everything and didn't make decisions for himself. If he would have just, yes, he would have been Final Four. He would have been that. But because you did not succumb to that, thank you so much for super chat. Teffy and Sierra were feeling the pressure from those fans. They tried to build him up, though. At least they tried. They were getting a bunch of hate from both sides. I commend. Yes, and I agree with you. I think I said that they were getting beat up by Anaya fans. Absolutely. My thing is, stick with what you said. Like, last year, these fans, especially Hood fans, try to bully Andy Cohen. I said what I said, period. I said what I said. I said what I said. Just like... Which goes to another point, too. This show is produced by the fans. This show is produced by the internet, period. And I think that Love Island needs to start giving an executive producer credit to the internet. They need to start giving an executive producer credit to the internet. Andy Cohen is a much larger celebrity. Andy Cohen is not bigger than Sierra right now. Sierra is bigger than the program. Maybe you can use another word for Andy Cohen. Maybe you can say he's more established, so he doesn't give a fuck. Okay? Andy Cohen is not just a host. That man is an executive at Bravo, so he don't give a fuck. And Bravo and Peacock all fall under NBC, so he don't give a fuck. He not going nowhere. But if we're talking about celebrity, who's a bigger celebrity right now than Sierra in the reality space? Like right now. Seriously, right now. Who has been on everybody's tongue and mouths for the last at least 3-4 months? It's been Sierra, West, Amanda, Basura. Let's say when it comes to Andy Cohen is Andy Cohen. He's established and he's an executive. He not going nowhere. He don't give a fuck. And he's a white man. Okay. So let's talk about that too. He don't give a fuck. Okay. But celebrity wise, right now, Sierra's bigger than the program. She's bigger than the program. So yeah. What else did I want to say? Man, we've been chatting for a minute. Where do you guys think things are going to go now? I honestly thought Melanie and Sincere were going to win the show. I really did, because I saw a lot of my mutuals voting for them, especially after Tu Corazón es Sagrado. Tu Corazón es, especially after that telenovela moment, baby, all my Miami friends, because you know we grew up on Telemundo, we grew up on Sábado Gigante, so all my Miami friends was voting for Sincere and Melanie. They was like, yes, bitch, take me back to Sábado Gigante, bitch. Give me the telenova. I thought they were all going to vote for them. And to be honest, there was a part of me that was like, I hope they do win. I hope they do win, so that y'all can see just how stupid this is. This man was a terrorist to this woman. This man was a gaslighter. Even going back to the movie night, when he tried to gaslight Melanie about Corey, who came in and did more in a day than Sincere did this entire fucking season. Tried to gaslight her over Corey. I saw some folks try to villainize Melanie's sister, saying Melanie's sister went too hard. And I'm like, damn, so y'all don't have older siblings, do y'all? Y'all don't have an older sister. Y'all don't have an older sister. Baby, the way when I was younger, my brothers, mind you, I'm a girl. My brothers would be like, oh, call my sister. Call Jessica. And the way I come in like hell on wheels, like a wrecking ball, every motherfucking time. Melanie's sister and Pinocchio's dad should have jumped him. They should have jumped him. And I know we don't condone violence over here, but nah, violence needs to be met with violence. I'm sorry. They should have jumped him. Y'all don't got older siblings and it shows. Y'all don't have big sisters and it shows. Miss, I mean, the way we would have had to jump him. We would have had to jump him. IDK, I think my family's different. Well, somebody said the sister was too nice. I don't know, y'all. I feel like they should have jumped him. That was a missed opportunity to jump Pinocchio. Cut these cameras, dead ass. Cut these cameras, dead ass. We gotta jump him immediately. Immediately. Do y'all have older sisters? How do y'all older sisters like feel about y'all? Y'all older sisters don't be jumping people for y'all? You know how many times? I grew out of that shit, but the way my siblings would call Jessica immediately. I remember one time, this was like my first year of college, and Joni was in elementary. I feel like she was elementary, or was it middle? Anyway, she told me about how one of her classmates' moms said something to her in a slick tone. I was like, all right, next time I drop you off, point that bitch out. Bitch, I go to drop off Joni for school, and it would be the day I wasn't dressed and I was in a motherfucking bonnet. There she goes. There goes such and such mom who said whatever. I barely parked my Toyota Corolla, bitch. I get to stomping like my name was Respucia. Just. And mind you, if you see me in real life, you'll be like, damn, you're so short. But when I tell you my height deficiency does not stop me from acting like I'm 6'5", I came in that bitch. Excuse me. Are you the one who said such and such to my daughter? I lied to the lady and said, Joni's my daughter. Are you the one who said such and such to my daughter? Before the lady could even answer me, I said, if you ever so much as look at Joni in a way she doesn't like, we are going to have to surgically remove my foot from your ass. Before I could even get back in my Toyota Corolla, here go my mama. Jessica, epa moun l'école yo di kon sa, mal nan l'école moun yo epi, m'di moun yo, ma mette pied nan mouda yo, sa gen la. Somebody said I have a Napoleon complex, and do, bitch. And do. Mama was like, Jessica, sa gen la, l'école la sotre lem kounya epi yo di kon sa, m'paret nan l'école moun yo epi m'di, ma mette pied nan mouda fia, sa gen la. My mom was like, girl, why is the school calling me and telling me that I was just at the school threatening to put my foot up somebody's ass? Whole time it was me, bitch. Just I say all that to say, if I was Milano's sister, this would have been me in the villa. Bitch, they would have had to ply me off of Sincere. Pipe down, I'm Jessie. You can pipe down. I'm Jessie. Y'all can hear the stomps. Oh my God. I used to be hell on wheels. But you know what? If you ask Mr. Easter, he'll tell you I still am. He'll tell you I still am. There's been times when he's been like, oh God, oh no. Because he's seen me react to certain things and he's like, no. Now he's just very like, he'll try to safeguard shit because he knows me. He knows me like, bitch, it's just certain things. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Since Love Island USA blew up and opportunities wait for finalists, contestants are playing it safe. The formula is born to watch. I hope you enjoyed Vinci Mass and Dominica. I did. Thank you so much. Thank you. No, I'm not even trying to be funny. That's me. That's me down. Is Mr. Easter not home? No, he not, girl. He definitely like, girl, what's going on? Why is the house shaking? I'll tell y'all another story. This is like, and I'll let y'all go. Yesterday, right? Yesterday on the flight home. Thank you so much for the super chat. Did you catch After Sun hostesses crying and pleading with brands and companies to stop mocking Milano because she's young and deserves grace to make mistakes? I did see that. And I'm glad that they did say that. I wish they would have did the same thing for KC because I'm pretty sure y'all saw the brands doing what they were doing to KC. But you know, black man don't matter. But I'm really happy that they did say that about her because it was kind of weird. It was kind of weird to see all these brands use her for promotion. Oh, we'll give you this if you leave that man. We'll give you that if you leave that man. Are y'all about to give her a brand deal? Because the way y'all using her for your personal gain, she better be getting a brand deal. All right, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Let me give y'all a quick story time. So yesterday, flight home, on the first flight home, leaving Dominica, flight was delayed almost 3 hours, y'all. My God, yesterday was a lot. But anyway, this white lady sits next to me on the flight, doesn't greet me, doesn't say anything. Cool, you don't got to. But anyway, as we're taking off, one of the flight attendants, white lady too, she comes to me and she's like, you need to power your cell phone all the way off. And I thought that was really weird. I'm like, I've never had anybody tell me that I need to turn my phone all the way off. I've always put it on airplane mode. I will be doing, I definitely will be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta. But anyway, the white stewardess comes up to me and she's like, you need to power your phone all the way off. And as she was saying that, the white lady sitting next to me, she's like looking at me like, and I'm like, you know, I could really be difficult right now, but I'm not going to. But I think this is very weird. I've never been told to power my phone all the way off. I've put my phone on airplane mode, but whatever. Anyway, as soon as the plane gets in the air, I turn my phone back off and I put it on airplane mode because, I mean, as morbid as this may sound, I need to be like, if anything happens in the air, I need to be able to send out a text or something. WhatsApp still works in the air. So I need to be able to, you know, send out something. Anyway, so I put my stuff back on. And I could tell that this annoyed the white lady sitting next to me. Like she was annoyed by this. Because like she was looking, whatever. So put my headphones on. And as I'm switching phones, cell phones, I have two. I was switching cell phones, and so the sound was coming from one of them. And like literally, it's like a couple of beeps, and the white lady starts talking at me. Aren't you supposed to? I don't even like. She's like talking at me. And, you know, I'm sitting here, she's on my left. And I said, give me a moment. Literally, I said, give me a moment. So I switched the headphones into that cell phone. So a couple minutes go by and she's like eating. I think she was eating or drinking or something. And all of a sudden, she finishes her drink in haste and she slams her table up and she goes stomping down the airplane. I found that to be a little odd, but I hear an announcement, and it's the white lady stewardess. No sound should be coming from any of your devices. Please make sure that you're using your headphones. Da, 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 da. I'm like, so the white lady comes back and she sits down. She barely sits down. And I look at her very calmly. I have this all on video too. And I'm like, did you go make a complaint about me? And she makes this smirk. Like she makes this smirk and she goes to tie her seatbelt. And I said, wow, you are a white woman weirdo. Why would you go and make a complaint? I literally turned off the sound. And then she said, you put your hand in my face. I said, no, I didn't. You are a white woman weirdo. Y'all are weird. You white women be weird. You are a racist. Before I could even say racist, she gets back up. I mean, and it was hilarious to me because I was so calm, so calm. Now she comes back and it's two stewardess that come. So now it's the white lady stewardess and it's the black lady stewardess, right? So the black woman, as the white lady is complaining to the white lady stewardess, the black woman asked me what happened. The white woman never asked me what happened. So the tattletale lady, the Karen, she's, oh my God, she put her hand in my face and she's doing that thing that white women do. She's working herself up. Oh my God, she put her hands in my face. The black woman asked me what happened. I said, ma'am, I was switching phones. When I was switching phones and into my headphone, sound came out of the phone. She said something to the effect of for me to take it down. And I said like this, give me a moment. So she's like, oh, okay, that's it. I'm like, yeah, that's it. I said, then all of a sudden she went up to go make a complaint. White lady stewardess comes to me. You know, you can't put your hand in someone's face and you those types of actions. And as she's talking to me, I'm like, ma'am, I didn't put my hand in nobody's face. Oh, 3 other people said they saw. Mind you, the white lady, the tattletale, came with 3 other white women. So as she went to go tell the story, obviously she put her other friends on notice. Mind you, they are a couple rows behind us. How the fuck would they even see me putting my hand in this lady's face? How the fuck would they even see me putting my hand in this lady's face, right? Mind you, I did like this. Give me a moment. But there's doing this and then there's doing this, right? I literally showed them. I literally showed them how I did it. I was like, give me a moment. But there's doing this and then there's doing it. But even so, I'm just like, okay, so I put my hand in the lady. You're telling me I put my hand in the lady's face and so? The fuck? So anyway, the white stewardess is trying to argue with me. And I said, ma'am, I'm not doing this back and forth with you. I'm not doing this back and forth with you. Oh, you know, those actions. I said, I'm not doing this back and forth with you. This conversation's over. So while Tattletale Karen is hyperventilating, I guess she thinks that they're gonna move me. I'm like, the way I already had put my feet on both seats, like, bitch, I'm getting comfortable because you're not gonna sit next to me. So the black woman was like, so she asked the lady, "Are you okay to sit down? I just want to make sure that you guys are okay." And I was like, "I'm fine." Karen, "Oh no, I need to be removed. I need to be removed." Move, bitch. Move. Move. She called me racist, and you are. And you are. And you are. And you are. Move. Very calmly. I don't know why I decided to tell y'all that story. What inspired me to tell y'all that story? What inspired me to tell y'all? All I'm gonna say is that lady really thought that like she was gonna like knock me off my square and I was gonna be like, give her all this energy. It's like, no, bitch. And then the fact that the white stewardess didn't even ask me what my side was. The racism, this was not Delta, it was American Airlines, which I hate. American Airlines, I hate flying American Airlines. Hate it. Hate it. I hate flying anything outside of Delta, but American Airlines is always a last resort for me. Very much last resort for me. Very much. It's over there with Southwest for me. But the way the lady thought that she was gonna get me to react and they was gonna move, bitch, you American Airlines had no idea. Bitch, you have no idea who the fuck you fucking with. Like, no, they were coming from Dominica. They were coming from Dominica. And you know what? And this is, I know we're supposed to be talking Love Island. I'm gonna let y'all go. But I'm gonna make a video about my experience within the last month going to Haiti, St. Vincent, Dominica. I was telling Jay when we were in St. Vincent, usually during Carnival, you see more Black folks, right? But it was something about St. Vincent. It was an uptick than what we're usually used to in seeing white folks down in the Caribbean. And I was actually it was in Antigua. It was in Antigua. And Jay made a comment to me while we were at the Sandals Antigua. Jay said to me, "Damn, white people love coming down to the Caribbean." And I said they do because the Caribbean reminds them of what their ancestors experienced, slavery. This is a place where they can experience what their ancestors experienced. Black folks constantly at their service. It's ancestral for them. It is an ancestral experience for them to be waited on hand and foot by Black people. And when I was watching the way this white woman was reacting to me, you just left Dominica, a Black country. See, white folks will go to these countries and I'm not racist. No, they are. They are. They are. And that's why they love to go to the Caribbean. It reminds them of the things that their ancestors got to enjoy that they don't enjoy right now in America. While we were in St. Vincent, it was July 4th. July 4th. You know how many people on July 4th were in their July 4th gear down to St. Vincent at the Sandals? And I'm like, damn, y'all down here having your little MAGA rally? Why y'all not down to the 250th celebration that nobody went to? No, they're doing it they're doing it in the Caribbean because they feel safe there. They feel like they finally can experience something that their ancestors experienced. Black slaves. Black slaves. Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's your towel. Here's your this. Here's your that. And then a lot of times when they see you, a Black person, experiencing what they're experiencing, they're looking at you crazy. When me and Jay, a lot of times when we go to these places, we're a lot of times like one of the, if not the only Black couple, we're in the very few. When we stopped in Antigua and we were at the Sandals, we were leaving the beach and there was these two Black, we hadn't seen Black folks all day. There was these two Black couples. And when we got up, I was like, "Hey, Black people." They were like, "Hey, hey, Black people." And then one of the guys turned out to be a Kappa. And, Mr. Easter's a Kappa. And they're bonding. And it's like, damn, like, Baby, white people miss colonization. They miss that shit. They miss it. And so that's why you find them in the Caribbean. That's why you find them down in Grenada during Job, watching Black people literally protest. Job is a protest. It's not just carnival, it's a protest. But you will see white people. That's my observation. That's my observation. Is that white folks love going to the Caribbean because it reminds them of the slavery that they didn't get to experience. It's ancestral for them. They get to experience Black slavery in a way that they won't, especially here, especially in the US. So for that lady to be on a flight from Dominica thinking that she was going to bully my ass. Crazy. Jesse, I never thought about that. Makes perfect sense. They love the Caribbean and many in UK. Love you, Jess. Yeah. Yeah. And just a point I forgot to make too, or maybe I did make it. A lot of times when we go to these places, that's why I really, before Jay got with me, he didn't travel to the Caribbean at all outside of Jamaica. You know, Jamaica is the capital of the Caribbean. Say what you want. And I say this as a Haitian. Jamaica is the capital of the Caribbean. So he hadn't really been anywhere outside of Jamaica. But the more he goes and the more we experience like white folks looking at us strange, like in a Black country, but they're looking at like, how are you here? Why are you here? Like, they don't say it, but you can see it. Damn, like, how are you like sometimes when we get in conversations with them, oh, so what do you do? You know what they mean by what do you do? Or when I was in St. Vincent, I'm gonna say all this again when in my review of just going to these countries, but when we're in St. Vincent, unexpected, I saw a lot of my sisters, a lot of y'all were coming up to me. And them white folks didn't understand that. Who the fuck is this? Who is this Negro? Who is this Nagor? Why is she moving around like this so freely? Why do people keep coming up to talk to her? Who the fuck is she? Oh, so what do you do? What do you do? And Jay, thank God, because I told him, please stop making small talk with people. My man is he's a conversationalist. I'd be so damn tired. I'm like, sir, in this conversation, please, I'm tired. My social battery is gone. But he started saying, oh, we just come to the Caribbean all the time. And they couldn't take that. They're like, And then even like when we would be like on the yachts and stuff, they're looking at us like everybody else is taking pictures and stuff. But no, they're looking at me and Jay like, how are y'all here? Bitch, I'm in motherfucking St. Vincent. These are my cousins. The fuck are you doing here, bitch? Like, why are you here, pink toes? Why are you looking at me like I'm crazy? This is like St. Vincent is my home. St. Vincent is you white folks will look at Black folks like me and be like, go back home. Bitch, I'm home. I'm home. That's why I'm here. I'm home. Haitians need to go back to Haiti. And this Haitian gonna go to Haiti, Dominica, St. Vincent, Antigua, Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, Grenada. Bitch, it's my home. The fuck? Don't ask me no questions. Why are you here? Why are you not in the US making Trump richer? You need to be sacrificing your life for your pink toe daddy. Don't ask me no motherfucking questions about why I'm here. I'm home. Still like I went. I'm home. You need to go back home. Down here in your July 4th t-shirt when you need to be down there celebrating with your daddy Trump. Period. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. I know I got ADD and I will go off in other tangents. But anyway, y'all, that's it. Chat 2 hours. I'm so sorry taking up all this time, but we'll talk again at reunion. I heard that reunion is going to be in late August. So, we'll talk then. We'll catch up on Married at First Sight so we can talk about that too. And yeah, y'all. I'm glad the season is over, though. I'm glad the season is over. I'm going to go ahead and save this live. And we'll talk soon, y'all. Take care of yourself.
VBS, I just turned the water on. Big old flex. shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me